Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Joe and Al Play Kerbal Space Program.
I'm
Center.
Joe.
No, program was right. I got it right the first time. Yeah,
not KSC.
I'm Albert. Also, I'm the Albert one in the title.
KFC either. So this is not going to work
It's not gonna work.
for about 8 different reasons. Plus, I've learned a lot.
Joe has. This is not gonna work. All of that I edited last week was for naught.
Well, we learned a lot. It might. Well, we can see.
What are your concerns here, Joe?
So for starters, so we're gonna blah 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 blah. Let's go around to the light side of the moon.
Oh, I understand now. Okay. No, I get it. This is definitely not gonna work.
I forget the exact ins and outs of this spaceship at the moment, but I will remember them as I go through them. Anyway, we have this cool thing. That's going to blow off. This next engine that we're supposed to land with is going to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is supposed to be our landing pod, yes? This whole
Correct.
setup. One thing I learned is that, so we have to decouple this to get down,
Yeah.
right? Which is just weird. Not those...
You could just right-click on it and say decouple.
Right. Decouplers only decouple one end. So what we do... Wait, you have to actually...
What
prime
now?
it, I think. Decouple! That's weird.
No target, Joe.
What does that mean?
Okay, I guess moving it down will be the best option then.
What? Go! No target? What's happening?
I don't know what that is either. That's stupid.
Well, there go the science labs! What is happening? This decoupler is not going! This is not even a problem I thought we'd have. God, there it is. That was weird.
Okay, let's load that save back up.
Well, check this out. Decouplers only decouple one side. The other side now is just stuck on top of our lander. Which,
That's fine. What's your problem? It's going to be ugly?
it's just
That's
more
the reason
weight.
it's going to like, well, this thing is going to look weird.
This thing is absurdly overpowered for moon landings. We screwed up. We actually pointed this out to each other. We were looking at the thrust-to-weight ratio on Kerbal. This little... Well, this is our engineer, but there's a box up here when you're building a ship. I think it's a mod, actually, called Kerbal Engineer. There's a drop-down you can click on to pick different masses, different planets and moons and things to show the
Yes,
thrust-to-weight
this
ratio
thing will
there.
probably drop down, get on the mud, and then orbit back and go to Kerbal without needing any of that other nonsense.
I do
Except for
want
the
to
fact that
point
it
out...
doesn't have a parachute.
Yes, that is a death trap. I do want to point out that I really, this is what Apollo did. They dropped a rover down to the moon and then came back up. Well, the rover, let's say LEM, not sure if that's the right term. And then came back up and rendezvoused with the larger engine and brought that home. That's not necessary in Kerbal, but that's what I want to try and do, except for Kerbal.
Well, it's not necessary. I think the idea was that you're using as little train there,
That's awesome.
using as little fuel as possible.
Yeah, but you can land with one of these cans and make it back. Maybe 2 for
I know
the
you
big guy.
can. You could have done if they'd wanted to take an absurd amount of fuel and spend another $1 billion. They could have done that on the Apollo mission too.
No, because the engine that they use for the lander is tiny compared to what we have here.
Right, but they could have put in.
Yes, they could have. What I'm saying, in Kerbal, that actually
made
seems to
sense
be...
for them to do it.
Yes, with what they had, it made much more sense. It was actually a huge debate. Kerbal does not think like that, so some of the staging obviously has just gotten bizarre.
I think you're definitely going to have to load that save, Joe.
I don't know what happened there. All right. One problem I also had was that because the solar panels are inside of this thing, I ran out of power to do it. Okay.
Oh, were you running on this save or like a copy
I was
of it?
tinkering around with this save, yeah.
Okay. We're in orbit, so you don't even need this orange thing I don't know if that's actually would be better just to get rid of that.
Yeah. I'm going to come around here and maybe just use that to go a little prograde.
All right.
Into retrograde. Because we still have a fair amount of fuel left in that thing, too.
I'm not going to call you on very much this week, Joe.
Albert's tired from Irma. Though luckily...
Okay, so I want people to understand. I live in Florida. I'm in the tiny, tiny sliver of Florida that's basically unaffected, like way over by Alabama on the panhandle. So don't fret for me, but I wanted to be prepared, so I was cutting branches that might impact stuff in case it decided to turn at the last minute. I was cutting plywood for my windows for the same reasons, so I wiped myself out and like hyped myself up for it, and now it's just not a thing. Also, if you're out of orbit here, your other thing is gonna crash, right?
Oh, that's a good point. I did not think of that. So we can't use this fuel that we have stored up.
I don't think
it's the
it's
greatest designed rocket ever.
You want to load that save again, Joe?
All right. Okay, let's go around to the light side of the moon.
I got my new Steam controller in the mail finally yesterday or the day before.
Everyone needs to buy a Nintendo DS. It's a little inside baseball. No one has any idea what I'm talking about.
I thought it was a Rick and Morty reference.
It is a Rick and Morty reference, but Al came on to our chat, our work chat, and was like, the Steam thing's amazing! And then I made a joke that he sounds like that, and that's why that made me say that just now. People don't have...
Okay.
Yes.
I've been working on getting it, working with the Kerbal space program. There's supposed to be different modes for the different parts of the game. Kaboom!
Okay. Not these.
All right.
I'm gonna put these, like, up here.
Turn your engine off.
Turn my engine off?
Like it's burning.
Right. Did I screw that up again? No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think it was enough, but...
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Let's see how this works. You want...
This to decouple.
That decoupler. Yeah.
That should probably be down here, maybe? Let's do, like, a whole new... Wait,
You did that before, right, though, didn't you? And it just didn't do anything? Just moved it up?
I think it moves to the next one. It's not like, what's at the bottom? I'll do that one. It's like, what's after the stage I'm in? So putting it under a current stage doesn't actually do anything, I think. Let's find out. Huzzah! Okay. Huzzah!
Nothing happened. Okay. Now something happened.
Yes.
We can get into that. Don't decouple.
No.
Don't hit space any more times. All right.
No, correct.
So this
All right.
thing is in the orbit.
Now it's time to land our terrible-looking thing. We should probably do some science while we're here. Is that what we're doing?
The real moon lander was terrible looking also, but yes.
Do we have... No, it's mainly these things we wanted to get, right?
Sure. I don't know what you're trying to do. 75 science is pretty good.
Yes, it is. Huh. Okay. Let's do this. Let's... Oh, no!
That was good. That was amazing.
Are we... Is it... How badly...
I don't...
Never mind.
No, don't... Yeah, this one you have to... Ding.
So, we're going to go around to the light side of the moon, because it's easier to land. Really did not come close to see that.
I saw that. The thing is, I didn't get to say anything, but my brain was like, isn't it gonna... And then just, boom, it hit. I knew it was gonna happen, Joe.
If I decouple... Okay, also, we want... Not these. These go, like, up here somewhere. This guy... Right? I can't see the decoupler. Let's do
That's
this.
the one.
Let's make sure. Let's just pop that off. Kapachoo! Kapachooby! Okay. That one, this engine, and this one next. If I decouple like this, that's not going to be enough force to send this into the moon, is it?
I wouldn't try it.
But if I decouple the other way, like I'm flying into it. No, I can face prograde, and then I'm going to hit this.
Or you could just maneuver down a little bit so you're...
No,
like,
I have to hit Z and just go. All right. Wait, remember to do this. That's very important. We are clear to do stuff.
Okay. Now, just look at the direction you're in. Just push down a little bit.
No. 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 This
Down
way.
in the orange circle. Just a little bit down in the orange. Okay. Just get
Look at
yourself
that.
down there. Okay, yeah, that's all you got to do.
Boom.
Now, all you have to do is
Just land on the moon.
retro. Land on the moon, yeah. Yeah, extend those. Good idea. Control.
Should have taken some note of what our orbit looked. Oh no!
Well, I hope we're okay. It would have been funny to be hit by our fairies.
Also, it's the most cursed moon landing ever.
I want to do it like they did in the Apollo mission.
This will be cool if we can pull this off. But
All right,
this
you're almost to
poodle
zero
is
here.
just nuts. It's way too much power. You can use the Twitch engines and it's much.
You wanted to do that initially. That was your.
But we were like, oh no, that can't be right. Also, I've been doing this, clicking over to surface retrograde.
Yeah.
I think makes more sense. I'm not positive, but it feels like it makes more
I
sense.
have no opinion, Joe. I believe you.
Okay, we're at 49,000 feet. We can certainly do a little warping. I'm going to quick save.
That's fine. You still got your old persistent if you
Yes.
need it. That thing hanging open. This is just an ugly lander.
With the coupler on top.
The ugliest lander. You're worried about that decoupler more than I thought you would be.
It's just, you know, I tried to streamline everything, and then it was like, oh, by the way, that thing's come along for the ride. It's like, great.
You tried to. The lander's not supposed to be streamlined. There's no atmosphere.
Weight-wise.
Oh, it's still centered though.
Yeah, it's just.
And you also brought a giant engine. I mean,
Yeah,
the
the
weight of
engine-
the engine
Yes.
that you don't need is more than that decoupler.
Weight became a big issue, yes, because we put this giant poodle on. Now, I'm never sure when to burn exactly, but we'll just sort of. This engine's pretty powerful.
We haven't got any comments on the new one yet. I don't know if people are like, guys.
Well, it's still
For
just
real,
members,
you don't need
I
that.
think. Right?
Oh, is it? Okay.
This
Yeah.
one's
It'll go
on
live tomorrow. When we're recording this. Or
Yeah.
today. I don't know, Joe. Time has no meaning to me anymore.
What did you do to yourself?
I'm outside a lot, just in the sun. All right, I can see your shadow. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can. Again, this thing just slows you down ridiculously fast.
You don't have to X and Z it, dude.
Hmm?
You could gentle.
I am. Right now I am.
Oh, okay.
Dude. Let's observe the mystery goo.
Is that the new one? You already. Oh, the mystery goo. I thought you did another Science Junior. I was confuzzled.
You can't warp while you're below 5,000 meters, so we're just stuck here. Very, very.
You could turn your engine off.
It is off. So you're going up to 27, 28, 29.
Okay, I thought you were pushing
Nope.
gently against. What is this? Can't warp under 5,000 meters. That's absolutely not true on Kerbin.
Nope. The rules are different on Kerbin.
Looking good. Can you do that thing where they built where you just build like the giant inflator things that bounce? Can that be your lander? Remember how they delivered the Mars lander with the big bouncy
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
inflatable triangle?
Never tried that.
Just
What's
stick
happening? No.
landing gear on everything. Just like hundreds and hundreds of landing gear sprouting out of it in all directions. Just slam it into there.
Yes.
I'm sure the physics would allow that. I did your fuel routing thing you were trying to suggest to me. I don't remember if
That
you talked about it on stream or not, or on the recording, but I was playing around, you know.
I also tinkered with that. It's known as asparagus building.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I did it sort of very basic stuff.
Yes. I also did it very basic stuff.
I just had like some external boosters that routed into a mid booster and burned them all. It was really efficient, I will say that.
Yeah, it was just weird. It's one of those things where I was like, I can do this, so I will, but maybe that's not necessarily what I need to do. All right, we want to bring one of these guys out. Boop, boop. This guy can...
Should it be our scientist?
Can collect this data and reset the goo canister. Isn't that crazy? And then observe
It's
it.
pretty crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the other stuff we'll just grab. This guy can do an EVA report.
Wow, that's a lot. Have we not? We've been to the moon on this No, we haven't.
I don't know if we have.
We did it with Tony did it, and that was like okay.
Okay, we're fine.
We're fine. Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Look at him. Cha-cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Turn around. Bright eyes. How do you turn around? Oh, God, he's going to be like a skull when he turns around. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Turn
what are you doing?
around.
Turn off RCS.
It's the only way I could get him to turn around. Wow, she is. Woo! Excited.
120 science.
Catlong Kerman.
Everybody else just stays in the rocket. What's it look like out there?
One guy had to stay up in the shuttle. Or the engine.
The orbiter?
The orbiter.
Yeah, the guys who went down, though, they went down.
Yes. We can bring the other guys out if you want. You don't have to, but you can.
No, I don't see the benefit of that, personally.
Well, technically, they haven't touched the moon, but the game knows that. As long as one person in the craft does this. All right, so we have everything, right? Maybe turn off RCS. Boop, 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 boop. Do we have any more
Did you
science
get, like,
here?
a thermometer and stuff?
Oh, yeah. We actually brought these. I forgot.
You're gonna eject your doodads?
Go! Chung. Yes!
And away they go!
Boom! Take that, moon! Alright. Now we have to get back into orbit.
And rendezvous.
Do we want to wait for it to come around? That would be smart, right?
Would it?
How would it not?
Well, the timing is just going to be tricky there. Like, you could still end up pretty far ahead of it, or if you wait too long, behind it.
No, we just bring it right overhead, and then we just rendezvous with it. It'll be easy.
Oh, yeah, just shoot straight up. No. That makes sense. Have you done this yet?
I have not.
All right, you're pushing your app out. Apoapsis.
I don't know which...
Stop. You don't want to go way far out. You need to just get into orbit with these things. You're not going to shoot up.
I'm worried about the fuel we have. Getting full orbit going. Also, I need to point this thing the right way, and I don't know which way that is. It's really weird. I.e., I don't want the orbit being like north to south.
I mean, you can see that you are pushing it north now. You can see there's a little N there on the ball where it says north. The orange thing, the little orange line, that's the north.
Wow, so
you don't want to be there.
More like this?
You want to be there. And you don't want to be...
No, let's go that way. See, I have to go... We orbit the opposite direction, which is not good. I think we want 90.
Put it on the 90. Did you do a quick save on the surface?
Of course not.
You don't have a lot of fuel here, Joe.
No, I don't, Albert. No, I don't.
You're also pushing your app, like, way out.
Yes, I am, Albert. Yes, I am.
Well, you brought this giant engine, and it couldn't get you, like, you were talking about how OP it was.
Was I?
For landing at... Yeah. That was the whole thing. And now you're like, oh, I'm out of fuel.
Yep.
Why are you pointing at the pink thing?
I don't know.
Shouldn't you be pointing towards your maneuver?
I don't have a maneuver.
Oh, I thought you made one.
No. Okay.
I would say, you know, get down there and burn hard.
Get down there.
Zoom in on that ring. It looks like it's just not attached to anything.
What? This?
Yeah, it's just sort of hovering there.
It's just attached. Yeah, it's attached magically to the Tupperware container that stores all science.
It's magnets.
Magnets. I'm stopping the warp!
You're gonna
I stopped the warp!
Apparently you can
stop the warp!
I was about to say, apparently you can warp.
Yeah, after hurling.
At under 5,000.
I think I just wait?
I think this is even too high. I wouldn't even... Don't even burn yet.
Not even burning.
Don't even trip, dog. I'm liking this. Yeah, this is more like my style. Well, if you burn and then slow and then burn and slow, like that's not efficient.
I understand. Now,
I would also recommend when you launch off, like do not like go horizontal as quickly as you possibly can because it's going to be real easy to get in orbit.
yeah, I know you did Z also. That's probably not. Nope. Wow. Such little amounts of engine.
Yeah, it'll
going.
really give you a good goose.
Give you a good goose.
I'm on board with your retrograde to surface, by the way. That's
yeah.
that seems to be doing real good.
Our shadow disappeared. Oh, okay.
It's just re-rendered, Joe.
It's a little scary. Yes, when I decided to click that button, I was like, wow, that's not as difficult.
How much strength or stress can these struts hold? The
I
things
think
we're
way
landing on?
more than like when I got here. I want to say 8 or maybe up to 10.
That'd be awesome.
But
You
they
could just
also
bounce into
could
stuff.
they also bounce at times, which is they won't break, but you're like ba-boing, ba-boing, and it's not ideal.
And you flip over, and yeah. I get what you're saying.
Okay, that was much more efficient. You're way correct. Do this again. Ha cha 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 cha. Turn around.
This is like live, die, repeat. All right, how about another quick save?
Yeah, after I do all this stuff, we're definitely going to do another quick save. EVA report.
It would be interesting if there was a game that had a typing function, but there was no backspace enabled.
It would just be mean. It feels like
They make writing apps like that.
true. Let's say you have to
Like
learn to
the
type.
Write or Die app, which used to be mostly free. I mean, I get you can still get the free option, but they're really pushing on the like do the paid version for $10.
People do that. By the way, if you become a member, you can get content live and early, and the bonus podcast.
Was that like? Were you saying while Alla's mocking paying
Yes,
for things?
that was a joke, Albert.
Why don't you? Okay.
That was the joke. Go! Chong! I enjoyed that. I quick saved before I did
explode.
that so that I could do that again and again. All right. So you're saying I want to head towards 90. Wow. Why is it all screwy?
Okay, yeah. So if north is up, I think you need to try go through it towards 270.
We did that. It was going this way. Last time.
Okay.
Last time,
Let's try 90 then.
I think.
I'm just looking at the planet.
Yes, north-
thinking
well-
left and right.
How about this?
Not a planet, planetoid. Or a mun.
I can't change it. But yeah, I don't think north is north. I think north is north. You know, dog?
No, dog. I don't, dog. Diggity.
Brah.
Well, you were right.
Whoa.
Also, like that you're not burning to the max,
Whoa.
dog.
Brah.
Are we just gonna keep doing this? Because I'm on board. I'm down today for whatever.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yes. And you're gonna get, so you're gonna almost have like an intersect there.
Didn't plan that, but maybe.
You're not gonna have that intersect. That was a lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Berg is lying to you.
You fell for my. You're gonna have an intersect trap again, bro.
It's just like
It's the oldest one in the book, dog. So gnarly. I don't know what slang I'm doing anymore.
it's like 90s skater plus 2015 lifter. All right, now we're gonna go here. We're gonna make a maneuver here. Intersect 184. 188.
Intersect 184. He thought he was alone, the last in the universe. But then the signal came through. Could he trust it?
Intersect 184.
Or was it another trick of the zombies? Next time on Space Zombies.
We're gonna go around. That's what we're gonna do.
Have you been keeping up with Rick and Morty?
Sort of. I don't think I'm perfectly caught up.
You haven't watched the one that came out on Sunday?
No. Definitely not.
They bounced this up. Man, that was the most depressing episode of Rick and Morty I can remember seeing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rough. Because I have been binge watched earlier seasons here and there. Okay, it is at
All right, for those of you who
179.
I'm talking about the Rick Lantis one.
Ooh, our nodes are so. Look at that. I can't believe I did that.
I can't. What did you do?
The descending nodes, like this measures how like if we had taken off directly north, this would be 180 maybe. So manually just taking off and using 95 as a direction, I managed to get within 0.8.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
How strong you went through Hurricane Sandy, or Storm Sandy or whatever, right?
Yes.
Was it a hurricane?
It was a hurricane.
How strong were the winds? Your periapsis is inside the mun.
Right. Well, that's gonna happen when that is a thing that can happen at times. It wasn't bad here in New York. It was just the tidal surge.
You're going towards that direction, right? You're gonna. So I'm not talking about Sandy anymore. Just,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
You don't-
maneuver until where am I? Oh, yeah, you're right.
You're going clockwise, and you're gonna bounce into the mun.
If I make this burn. Yep, you're right.
As fun as that would be for me, let's not do that.
Let's wait till we get over here and start maneuvering. I need these numbers up. There we go. I don't need this.
And then we just have a button that we would just push that gives us the intersect maneuver.
Yeah. By the way, have you played
nice.
with MechJeb yet?
No.
Holy crap!
The Steam controller thing I've been using, they're like, remember how that they had the cake mix back in the, there's the great marketing story about the cake mix where they sold the cake mix as just a powder that you added water and nobody wanted it, but then once they put but you have to add an egg in.
Yes.
Then it was really popular.
Yes.
The Steam controller's like that because there's like it's a good I like the controller. It's really good for games that you would not expect to work with a controller. But every 10 seconds you're like Steam button, configure controller, Steam button, configure controller.
Why?
You're just like cuz you're like looking for that optimal like what feels best to me controller setup.
Oh, so what are you configuring? The buttons all around and stuff?
Yeah. There's I can't describe the amount of customizability this thing has. Like there's trackpads on it to start with, like 2 trackpads instead of there's also like an actual stick that you can move around. But one of the where one of the sticks would be where you would think of like the right stick on the Xbox controller, instead of it's a trackpad. But you can configure it to work sort of like like a stick would work. It feels pretty intuitive. But then in other places, it's also a mouse and other things. And the left one, you can like move your finger around in a circle and scroll through options of things. And so you're just constantly going back and like, which one do I want now? What's the option here? And the
That would drive me insane,
deep.
I think.
For me, it's like, this is a feature, not a bug. Like this is what I love playing with this. I want to keep messing around.
Yeah, but then the end goal becomes. I'm saying I would enjoy the ability to do that, but I would be like, it's like whenever I try and mod a game, I'm like, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and then modding the game becomes the game, and I never actually get to play the game anymore. I have to burn for 1 second exactly.
I would argue, yeah, it's similar to that. I don't think it's going to be a 1 second burn. I think that's wrong. Nope, I was wrong. It was 1 second burn.
Bow, 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 bow.
Did you get a check mark?
Nope. But the Poodle is not the engine to be screwing around with that. We're just gonna. Oh, it's right here. Hello.
Yeah, we're close. You can target that now, I think.
Yeah, that's the plan. There it is. Wait.
Yeah, you want the other ship. It should be. Those are right next to each other. They should be close.
Close, but
no cigar.
So now the intersect is 22.6 kilometers off.
Well, go to the intersect too. You're 4.9 kilometers there.
You are correct, sir.
So make this burn. Little burn. I think you've got. Oh boy, you don't have a ton of fuel.
We got enough. Again, this thing.
Have you quark sorved yet, bro?
I like that you also just. It was just gibberish. That wasn't a word, but thanks mainly to Hannah, I think that's now a way I talk.
What, saying things like quarksarv?
Quarksarv? Whatever, we're just gonna...
I said, I did, that is, Hannah did not give that to me.
No?
No, I've had that on my own.
Alright, retrograde to the target. We're gonna do some of this. Whoa, okay!
Yeah, you're actually already essentially traveling at the same speed.
Well, for now.
Wasn't that a 4 kilometer separation before? How bad did you do your burn?
Terribly. The Poodle is not really the ideal. Also, we're not at the thing yet. Now it's.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're like wait until it.
Well, that's what's happening. You come into this, you maneuver around so that you fine tune this to be 0. Had I not come in, slow down to match acceleration, and then headed towards it directly, this would not have moved to 0.4.
Okay, but I would fast forward until it's... Oh, also, you're burning towards the wrong thing.
What?
It's the... Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's the one you want to be going towards. I thought you were burning towards the 27 point...
Oh, no, you read that wrong. Right, and I didn't correct you because I didn't see this down here. But, point being, we will now get closer at a rate of 41. We don't want to overshoot, obviously.
You want a quick save here?
Quarksarv.
I can tell you've been practicing.
Can you?
Yeah, I can.
So happy. Yeah, I've done a lot of shit, man. Out there in space.
I've seen the laser wars off of Saturn's 5 or something. I don't know what that quote is.
What's
it implies a larger world that is not fleshed out in that movie.
What movie?
Blade Runner.
Oh,
so I've seen the something ships firing their really big guns
my
at
hot
other
take for the recording.
impressive sounding
I found
things.
Blade Runner is boring as all get up.
I've only I'm on board with you there, Joe.
Maybe I needed to, because I did see it. I was kind of young when I saw it, and I was like, sci-fi, Blade Runner, android hunting. Maybe I need to go a little bit more like, this is going to be like, I can't think of a slow good movie right now, but not that. Maybe space explosions aren't the point here.
Have you seen Arrival?
No.
Oh, okay. A lot of people like that one. It was kind of slow.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
No, you didn't like the basic premise.
I just thought it did.
How about that bricklaying machine?
I wasn't happy with how the linguistic
That thing can lay so many bricks, Albert.
I hate that thing so much. Somebody posted a video of this stupid thing that lays a bunch of bricks, like as if the laying bricks was just about a giant blank wall, which it almost never is. Like they don't show the thing going around a window or building like weep holes or putting in nice little detail work that somebody might want on their house.
He was going on Twitter going insane about this. It's amazing.
They do this and then they're like, a human worker can only lay 300 bricks per day.
That's
and
what I've heard, Albert.
You're a lie. That's not like no. I've worked with the brick crew that can lay many, many more than 300 bricks per day per person.
Oh my god. So amazing.
Like giant cubes. We would go through 2 or 3 cubes a day and they had 500 bricks in them.
Let's go to the spaceship.
Now you could say, oh, well, yeah, but see, the thing is, Albert, you had to have a whole crew. And if you divide by the number of people on the crew, it's not just the one brick mason, but you still have to have a crew to run the stinking robot. He still has to have people to come behind him to scrape the mortar. He has to have somebody to mix up the concrete to stick inside of him. That's a hard job. You still have to have that assistant. You're essentially getting rid of a brick mason for a robot, and your things just bounced off of each other. That seems bad.
No, we're so close. It's not really good.
Oh, it makes me so angry. Like anybody, like the kind of house a robot can build currently is not the kind of house anybody wants to live in. Like there's that robot that 3D prints a circle house in Russia. Okay, great. If you want to live in a house that's just a circle, you know, a robot could do that. If you want, there's so much complicated stuff that goes on in any level of construction where you have to have creative problem solving. Robots can't do that crap.
I knew it would be bad or great, but I didn't realize how long it would go on for.
Just makes me so angry. How do you feel about the robot that builds houses, Joe?
I have to. Hang on. I want the pilot to be.
Do we have our science? Can we bring the science with us?
Yeah, I think the scientists can. That's just another thing that probably went horribly wrong.
I mean, we've got the science canister is on here. It can't connect to this, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I can get out, grab it. My problem now is that I brought the pilot over, but I want the pilot to be in the... I don't know if I can...
Well, you could have somebody do a EVA and just sit out for a bit.
I don't know how much swapping around I can do with these people. She's technically part of the other... I don't know how to get... Select a part to transfer... Oh, wait, no. Okay. Board. Cannot board a full module, but he's in the thing. Didn't I just do that?
I don't know.
No!
And then the unthinkable happened.
Transfer crew.
You think robots could figure out which module to put the people in, Joe?
Yes, Albert, I do. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. Transfer crew, transfer there. Okay. Now we're going to find out if I can grab the science. Take data. Shaboom!
I'm going to have to paste that stupid lying robot video into this one now so people can see how bad it is. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to be responsible for that.
Oh, none of this. This is all so amazing.
300 bricks a day.
How many bricks do you think you
How
laid?
many man hours did they spend building the robot? Are you dividing that out too?
Holy cow.
By how many bricks per day it lays? Let's get the people in the supply chain involved. Let's divide it by the guy who had to deliver the concrete.
Albert does not think that robots will be taking over all our jobs in the future.
They'll take over some jobs, but again, construction is much more complicated than that.
Right,
That's my hot take.
I have to. Oh man, I have to.
Don't
EVA.
crash that into your other ship. You have to EVA both of them. You have to put the one that's not the pilot in. Move. All right, and then the cat goes across with the cabbage, and then the wolf stays on the other side.
I was heading there. Why can't I do anything but turn the... What ship am I in? What's happening? I just had it, too. Did you see that?
Turn the lights on. She can fly the ship, right? She's just not good at it.
Yeah.
He may not be able to EVA when she's on the hatch.
Oh.
She needs to jump off.
You go up
Just
here.
imagining what this looks like from their perspective.
It's like, Houston.
You back again?
Word,
Only
idiots.
for a minute. I'm going back up.
Oh, you know what? She's the other
Is
ship
Valentina
because she
still
hasn't
outside?
boarded this thing yet.
What?
I have to switch control to this other ship because this lady hasn't actually boarded this ship yet. So she's technically controlled from this ship,
Okay.
which is... All hatches are obstructed by Tookus. There we go. Oh, no!
Bonk! No! EVA. Get her back! Get her back! Get her back!
That's Catlong. How do I get to her?
I don't know.
Oh, there
there
we
you go. Okay, that's not so far as I thought. All right.
That was
Don't go
fairly
too fast.
ridiculous, though. He really exited that hatch with power. Did not expect that.
Did you know they invented a robot that can hit the record key on my keyboard? So that means that robots can do Let's Plays now.
So salty.
They're going to take my job.
I know, but someone nominated Yentl for the viewer's choice. That could kill Tony.
Who? What?
For our viewer's choice month, someone nominated Yentl.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that a musical?
Yes, it's a musical.
Okay.
It's not. Oh, I want to switch. I want to.
I mean,
Let
that's the
go.
one. Yeah, okay. Now she's going to bounce into him.
This is so confusing.
This is how NASA did it, though, Joe.
Not target. I don't want to target her. I want to control her.
Should we tell people about Viewer's Choice Month on this?
Sure.
I guess it'll be going out next week. So we are back in the day. I say back in the day, several months ago, we finished up the main run of our podcast we used to do. Not me and Joe, me and Tony, called the Human Echoes podcast. And every year we did a thing called Viewer's Choice Month where we had people nominate movies and like we would have to watch those movies. And the podcast is over, but we are going to bring it back as possibly like a streaming Mixer product. Mixer's the Microsoft streaming platform that we're on. You know, talk about these movies that people make us watch. So if you want to go to humanechoes.com and vote, there might be nominations open still by the time this comes out.
It's a little fly by the seat of our pants at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be coming close though. So if you're watching this on the day it comes out for the public and you want to see, don't sit on it too long. Don't sit on the seat of your pants, bro.
We're getting the hell out of here. I
I
probably
thought you did pretty well.
Probably need to stage the engine, don't I? Oh, what the? Why? That's right.
Is it on? Try throttling up.
I did that. Nothing happened.
Right click on it. Maybe you need to. Can you enable or activate engine? There's what you want.
Yeah. So this wasn't on, but this was the next stage, which is just thanks, game. Thanks. We're going home. Misa goes to home.
We so free.
Oh god. I'm gonna let this come a little closer. You're my kind of man.
Come a little closer, babe. Oh wait, no, I've already done that joke. It's a good song, bro. What's gonna go? I feel like something must go wrong here, but
Thanks.
so far everything's amazing.
What?
No, not because. Well, I guess because of poor planning. I wasn't trying to cast aspersions towards you. Look at all that junk you have in your orbit, Joe.
Yes.
Did you know that like messiness is a sign of not being very smart?
We did this before. cluttered
This
desk.
is a callback. It's called a callback, Joe. You make a reference to a thing you already said. I don't...
Well, if with your current state of mind, I have no idea. It's risky for me to assume things like that. And not you just being like, I have a really interesting point I'm going to make now.
That's opposite of the point that I made last week about how a messy mind is a sign of creativity.
Oh, so I didn't even... Okay, yeah. So that
It
was
changed with the wind. And it's blowing pretty... Not super hard out there because stupid Irma didn't hit us, but... Is it weird that I'm disappointed that we didn't get hit by a hurricane?
That's not weird. That's actually that's a normal reaction a lot of times.
Like, I was just so prepped. I was like, I've got my boards. I've cut off the branches. Like, I'm bracing myself for no power, and then, like, it comes in, and I'm like, there's nothing. This is nothing. Nothing happened.
Well, it's not supposed to quite get to you by now, right? You have some time.
It should be blowing by now. I mean, there's some winds, but it's not. I feel like I even took down my gazebo in my backyard.
That's a fun word.
It's like a sort of a semi-permanent tent. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's a gazebo.
Okay.
Bruh, our people know what a gazebo is.
You could probably bring that in a little bit further. Or are you gonna burn retrograde in atmosphere?
I'm gonna burn retrograde in atmosphere.
Okay, cool.
It's called the Albert.
But every time there's a high wind, I worry about it getting blown away because it's essentially a giant umbrella that's kind of nailed to the ground with essentially big nails, and not that big of a nail. Like a really strong wind should be able to pick it up and throw it. So
This is a weird...
you can tell that I'm a little bit tired. So I went and like got it. I brought it in, or pulled the cover off of it so there wouldn't be as much surface area. And now it's just barely like some guy at the end of the street's blowing raspberries at me. I'm a tropical storm.
Does that happen a lot in Florida?
Yeah, it does.
That's Herb down at the end of the street. It's part of the neighbors association. It gets weird.
Yes. He whines at me to mow my lawn more often, and I'm like, Herb, just go back and be a tropical storm again. I mow it on a high setting for the health of the grass, Herb. I don't want to hear any of your crap because your lawn looks like a green marble oasis and mine's a little bit shaggy. That's my design. That's a true story.
You hear about that robot that can mow lawns?
No, I believe that, although it would still hit stuff.
It would still hit. Well, I think they probably would have to design the robot not to do that. How about that robot that made you that meatball recipe?
That was actually surprisingly good.
Alan Robots. Well, it tried to pepper spray your house, right? Told you to launch
I just
a
didn't
chemical
realize
bomb.
what happens if you heat up peppercorns in a frying pan. You want to hit that retrograde now?
Boom, 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 boom. I just got hypnotized
Bro.
watching the. I mean, this is it. This is just silly tuning right now.
It's just silly tuning?
Shut up. Words are fun.
All right, that's probably enough.
I mean, I guess we have a thing to stage, but it really feels like these guys we've recreated the Apollo mission flawlessly.
I would quick save here, just in case.
Quark Sarv,
Icarus.
and that was it. That's how we landed on the moon, everyone. It went just like that. 17 explosions.
When I landed on the moon, it went just like that!
One of the times we hurtled into our own ship at max speed. Yeah. It was
Did you get my Who Framed Roger Rabbit reference, Joe?
I did not, no.
Oh, okay.
That was good, yes. It was the thing you did.
Have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Not recently, no.
It's a technological marvel.
I know. I don't understand
Robert
why
Zemeckis.
he's talking about the moon.
What a man.
Zemeckis does that pretty well. The Forrest Gump and the Back to the Future stuff.
I think that's my favorite movie of his. Everybody else is like, how about that Back to the Future, guys? I'm not a big Back to the Future fan.
Huge
If
Back to the
we're
Future fan.
talking about sci-fi fans or movies that we could take or leave, Back to the
I
Future.
love Back to the Future. One of the tightest scripts. So good. I'm not a huge trilogy fan. Like it got a little silly and a little
But in the third one, they go in the West.
self-referential to the point of handcuffing itself. But oh wait, I don't even feel like dealing with staging at this point, so we're just gonna decouple like normal people.
Okay. Maybe it'll fall in the ocean and be fine.
Godspeed. What the hell's going on?
Anybody, you're following the engine.
What? Why?
There we go.
What was that?
Lock retrograde, dude.
Bruh.
Hand it.
Why would it follow the end? This thing was built.
You're the one who built this.
I know.
Do
It
not
just
put
wants
this on
to
me.
yeah. But I can't think of a conceivable reason that I would ever want that to happen. So we're over water. That's all good. Yeah, we're fine. Stay tuned. So I learned that the pressure is when it pops out, and the number is when it goes floof.
Oh.
Yeah. I believe.
I learned that our viewers get annoyed when you pop your chutes at above 2,000 feet.
One guy
meters,
has
whatever.
less patience than Mr. Berg does. See?
I do have the power of editing, though. I can just cussing this out.
And then at 1,000, the other one's going to go floof.
I mean,
floof it out.
Well, I was going to say you could probably cut off your,
No! I'm not. Stop it!
your drone chutes.
Should I do
They're not doing
victory
much
spins
anymore.
too, Albert? Would that be a good idea? Whee, victory
That
spins.
is a neat trick.
That's spinning. That's a neat trick. That's it, folks. That was the
recover.
Da, 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 da. I think
Now,
we
did you
actually
want to
did.
send that science to the.
Boom.
Okay, we just got 655. I was gonna say, were you hoping to send it to the
No,
orbital processing unit?
I was not.
Unit?
I think it's
Okay.
just fine.
Okay. This doesn't matter to our viewers, but the recording this week is less than an hour and a half.
I thought they'd
Which
get a
means
little
less
higher than
editing
that
time for me.
for landing on the moon.
Although I do have to put in that stupid robot bricklayer, which that's gonna hurt my soul.
So the experience, you only get one set of experience per body. So even though we've orbited around the moon, we only get the plant flag on the moon experience, which is weird.
So you'd have to, like, if you wanted more experience, you would orbit first and come back, and then...
No, it just replaces it.
Oh, that's stupid.
See, she's got orbit around. We have to go do stuff on moon or sun or...
Can we plant a flag on Kerbin?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I think we can. I've seen us do it before. Just everybody gets out and plants a flag.
Well, if you're in the vessel when a flag was planted...
If you plant the flag on the
Plonk.
launch pad, will it just always be
I
there?
was just about to say that. Is that just gonna be there forever?
Woo. Well, that's it, guys. That's all we've got for this week. Going to the moon and coming back, but in like a really weird way. That's what Joe wanted to do. I think next week I'm going to take back over, Joe.
Okay.
I don't have a plan. I'm just saying I'm itching to
No,
get back in
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
We'll probably switch back and forth a little bit more frequently than we had in the early days of Joe and Al. But I'm going to take some. There's that flag.
Yep.
Okay.
No XP gained, just FYI.
Okay, we learned that. We have lots of science to spend next week.
We got
So we'll do that?
none of this. Yeah, maybe we have no contracts due. Yes, you do have plenty of science to spend.
Just don't forget that if you want see these a week early, you can go over to our Patreon page, and for as little as $2 a month, get access to things like the bonus podcast and a lot of early releases for our YouTube stuff. And it's just cool, and it helps us. And you're cool. See you next week.
Bye all.
Bye.